So YouTube is a it's a difficult beast to tame. I don't even understand how to tame it. So I'm just trying a whole bunch of different things. Some of them silly, some of them stupid. Anyway, some of them silly, some of them stupid, some of them weird, but that's how YouTube works. You find your pace. You find what you like doing. If you don't like what you're doing, don't do it. There's a trillion other things you can do. Gaming, singing, makeup, drama. Who remembers Pyrocynical and Leave People's Here? That was a good day to be alive. So, I'm just doing some mini motivational speeches for some reason, because I'm just in that kind of mood, whilst doing weird things like sorting out my washing and the quilt. Yes, before you get in, ha ha, funny British accent, woohoo, yes, I've even got bad teeth, I literally have no front teeth here, ha ha ha. Americans. Anyway, YouTube is a fickle beast. It's hard to tame, and it's like a bucking bronco. I think that's what they're called. You can remain balanced on them for a long time, but unless you adapt your position, eventually you're going to get chopped off. Bye. So, you need to adapt. Like evolution. Changes in your environment means you need to adapt. A lot of people don't seem to understand that, so they stick to what they do and just churn out video after video after video, hoping to stay afloat in the cosmic tidal wave that is the YouTube analytics. What they don't realize is that they're just creating what is essentially the YouTube version of market saturation. They're just throwing out the same copy and paste kind of videos, and I mean, it keeps them going, but only for a little bit. It gives them just barely enough of a boost in order to stay ahead, to stay relevant. In my opinion, the big YouTube channels from way back, like all the way from 2007 up to like 2013, during the true heyday of YouTube, I think it's time for you guys to let it go. Fade peacefully into the background. You can still make videos. You can still do what you do best, but I think it's time for you guys to make way for the newer generation of video makers. Don't forget, the big YouTube channels always joke about how cringe newer and smaller YouTube channels are. They seem to forget that they started out exactly the same way. Don't forget that half of these big YouTube channels, like Smosh and Dwayne, no, not Dwayne, was it? No, Dwayne? What's his name? Dawson, the guy who does makeup nowadays, and whatever he does. Something about his cat or something like that, I remember. Don't forget, they all started out as goth and emos and with shitty cameras in dark room with long hair, kind of similar to what I've got now. And, just talking about silly things. Annoying Orange. He's faded into the background. I think so. He still makes videos, and even though he's not really relevant anymore, they I guess, I don't really keep up to date. I don't know who's in charge of it now. They still make videos, and even though they're only racking in a few thousand or maybe 1 million at most views, which is still a massive amount, don't forget that, they're doing what they do best, but they're not trying to be the top dog in a arena full of wolves. They know that their time has come. They know that their heyday has passed, and so they're gracefully, relatively speaking, sliding into the background. They're not trying to fight it, or at least not in the way that we see it. They're just accepting it. They understand. I respect that. PewDiePie. I'm not going to go too much into PewDiePie. He's his own thing. I feel like Felix is a good person, genuinely good person. His videos, there's a good reason he's the most popular YouTuber in the world, if you don't count T-Series. Fucking Indians. I'm joking. But he does his own thing. I don't think he really makes gaming videos as much as he used to. I don't really watch PewDiePie's videos anymore. Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. They still make videos and they're still funny from time to time. In fact, they're still funny all the time. Thanos Gaming, he's still going strong. And he at this point he's aware that his demographics tend to be around our age now, young adults who have pretty dark humor, and so he's adapting accordingly and he's working with his subscribers and not the analytics for the most part. He still does some things to keep his videos going, like maybe Squid Game death runs, stuff like that, things that are relevant. But it's also because he surrounds himself with people who also help him with their own styles and videos and humours and channel. It's a shame what happened to Mini Lads. He's still making videos, and I feel like he's making progress. It's a shame what happened, and I don't know how I feel about him. I feel like, I'm not going to get into that drama. A lot of people already make videos and essays on that. I'm not going to get involved. I'll state my opinion. I feel he made mistakes. Didn't really. I mean, it was up to him in the end, wasn't it? He felt like he didn't fit in with the Thanos crew, and so he left to do his own thing. Quite a lot of people feel he was a dickhead for all that. And yeah, he was a bit of a dickhead at times. Just like Omrecker was. Again, I don't really fully understand what's going on. I try to not read in too much about drama between people that I look up to. It's ruins the immersion. Just ruins the image you have on them. Sometimes ignorant bliss is better than a painful reality, and whilst I personally don't think that's a good thing, people do what they want to do. In the end, it's not really much you guys can do to stop it. Instead of getting offended on other people's behalf, instead of getting insulted about what other people think, focus on yourself. It's better that way. Leave the white knights and the SJWs and the hyper-aggressive feminists and bullies and all that to Twitter and Tumblr and 4chan. Although, let's be honest, 4chan isn't nearly as bad as they say. 4chan's a funny place. Stupid, but funny, let's be honest. 4chan isn't nearly as bad as they say. I've seen worse. And a lot of those worse websites are condoned, But that's a whole other can of worms, and I'm not going to get into it. Hopefully never. I tend to rant a lot. There's no point. It's always a pain in the ass doing this. And it's even worse since this is a double bed for one person. Lucky me. But it's always a pain in the ass putting the quote sheet back on. If anyone's seen the previous video, you'll know why the quote sheet was off to begin with. This is literally a direct continuation, technically. Oh, great. What was I doing? Okay. What was I talking about? Doing your own thing, right? Not getting offended. Yeah, something like that. Like I say, I go off on tangents a lot. I can start talking about trees, and within a minute I'll be talking about socio-political climate in Syria. So, gonna have to get used to that if you're gonna stick around and watch my videos. If I make this a common occurrence. Yeah. This thing is confusing. Fine. Get it, you stupid. Alright, found the corner. Found it. Where's the corner of the quilt? It's a trick to this. I think that's, yep, found it. Okay, put that there, and where am I? Oh yeah, there we go. Put that there. There you go. This one has to be. I can understand why so many people hate doing this. And it's even worse because this is a double bed. I think I might have found Narnia in there. Is this the corner? I think I found the corner. There it is. What's it doing while I have here? So, just do your own thing. Have fun. That's what it's about in the end. Having fun. Don't forget that. You do what you want to do on YouTube, within reason. Don't just stop posting porn or child porn, as Hive unfortunately has the... I don't even want to think about it. There's some bad people on YouTube. Best thing you can do is just report them and move on. I mean, for God's sake, it's not that hard to find some really heinous shit on YouTube. It's even easier than going onto the dark net, and I'm not even joking about that. Alright, let's get going. Let's move on. And I think I've got it. Oh my god, this stuff is... Ah! Some people do the shit in seconds. For me, it's like decades. I'm gonna be old, grey, hobbled over by the time I manage to figure out the arcane trick to sort this. Hocus pocus! Let me focus! I'm gonna get a sledgehammer and start smacking this in a minute, swear to God. Okay, fuck it. Restart. I think I just lost all my progress on that, but whatever. I'm confused. Alright, what was I talking about? Nah, whatever. Smells like burning. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. Is it? Nah, it's fine. It's probably my Xbox heating up or something. Hey, Xbox, you on fire? Nah, it's fine. This shit is pissing me off. You know, fuck it, I'm going to sleep now. Bye. This is actually pretty comfortable. Not gonna lie. Too bad. I'm making a video. And gonna post this online to God knows how many people to make their judgments about me, about who's this fucking weirdo. If that is the case, fuck you. If that is also the case, fuck you. And thank you for watching the video. And me ramble and go off on tangents and get confused and fail at something that a 5-year-old could probably do in seconds with one hand behind their back and their eyes closed. Now, got to figure out some way of getting from here to the phone so I can end the video and not muck it up. Give me a moment to think. What have I... Yeah. I think I can just see it right there. I think that's it. Bye.